provides all information about its bearer. When she removed it, Moyu tried again and discovered she was an assassin at level 19. Suddenly, the three warriors who had been chasing her that morning appeared, and the situation grew tense. Before she could escape using her shadow skill, her location was marked by a tracking arrow, one impossible to deceive or evade. The young man sneered, "You belong to us now. That boy beside you must be your partner." But the girl quickly replied, "Moyu has nothing to do with this." She turned to him and said, "Run, I'll try to hold them off." Moyu, however, knew there was no way she could escape after being hit by the tracking arrow. He launched his attack immediately. The same man who had tried to kill him earlier shouted, "Your turn has come now," and activated the light skill as Moyu summoned one of his skeletal warriors. The girl cried out, "Moyu, run away now!" But the archer unleashed 3 deadly arrows, forcing the girl to intercept them, while skeletal soldiers emerged from every direction to block the incoming attacks. The tide of battle turned instantly. The warriors shouted in disbelief, "How can this spirit mage be only level 10 and yet we can't defeat him?" Moyu's undead army advanced relentlessly, showing them that this was the end. He then called forth more than 40 armored warriors from all sides. Even the girl herself was stunned. How can he summon all of these, she thought. Though Moyu was merely level 10 and his enemies were level 20, they couldn't withstand him. Through Moyu's eyes and his activation of the spirit skill, the army advanced, crushing the enemy's defenses and wiping them clean from the battlefield. The girl whispered, "They're all dead." And from their remains, Moyu obtained a great number of armors and weapons. The girl explained that those men had been hunting her for a mid-tier scroll. Then she looked at Moyu and said, "It seems you haven't acquired a scroll yet. How about trying this one?" Moyu used the simple scroll, and from it he obtained a random skill known as Corpse Explosion. He learned that the explosion's radius was only 1 meter, and he thought to himself that it wasn't strong enough yet, but eventually it would expand to 10 meters. The girl then asked, "So, what skill did you learn this time?" Moyu didn't respond, so she smiled and said, "All right then, take this gift for saving me." She handed him a medium-tier scroll, through which he could gain a skill ranging from level 40 to level 70. The value of that scroll alone exceeded 1 million gold coins. Moyu realized that this was the very same scroll those pursuers were after, the one the girl had found in a side cave. She said softly, "After being chased for 2 whole days, I can finally rest now." Moyu replied, "Take care of yourself from now on." The girl responded confidently, "Don't worry. Even if I'm badly injured, I can teleport away instantly. Still, that doesn't mean I shouldn't thank you." From her words, Moyu understood that she must belong to a powerful family. Only someone of high status could own such an item. She then asked, "Are you here to increase your level or for something else?" Moyu replied, "Yes, I'm training to prepare for admission into Xizang University." The girl smiled. "That university is truly lucky to have you. I saw how you defeated 3 warriors twice your level with ease. When you join the university, don't forget Bergenich. If you clear the first trial, you'll receive double rewards for the first time. So in that first challenge, try to clear as many floors as possible. The higher you go, the more points you'll earn, which can even be exchanged for gold." She continued talking with him late into the night, telling him many things, until she finally fell asleep. Moyu then sat quietly, using his meditation skill to recover his energy. The next morning, the girl said, "I have to go now. See you later, Moyu." After she left, Moyu looked at the corpses of his enemies and said, "Let's test this new skill." He began detonating the corpses one by one, murmuring with satisfaction, "Indeed, as time passes, the power of these explosions will become unstoppable. Just one corpse is enough, and if I can trigger it in the air, the destructive force will multiply. Afterward, he headed toward Shi's dungeon, where he discovered that his skeletons had now ascended and possessed far greater spiritual energy than before. Because of that, Moyu could only summon 4 of them at once. As he walked, he saw several warriors near the dungeon forming battle teams. He thought to himself, entering the nightmare level will be difficult, but in the end, it'll be worth every ounce of effort. One of the leaders called out, "Would you like to join us? We're about to attempt the nightmare level too." But Moyu calmly replied, "No thank you," then selected nightmare difficulty on his own. The students murmured that the madman had entered the nightmare difficulty alone, as if he intended to throw his life away. Inside, Moyu felt a strong will to kill, and he began to scan the monsters to learn that they were far above the levels he had been fighting outside. And he thought, now I understand why they form teams, but I am alone, yet I have a complete team. And he started cutting down the beasts one by one, since a single monster now granted him 4,200 experience, 10 times the foes he had faced before. So Moyu grew eager to finish them all and reached level 11 in only 5 minutes. Then he said, "Now I can summon 4 additional skeletons after increasing my mental capacity." And at the same time he realized that the skeleton's abilities had doubled. He cleared the first floor of the dungeon until the area boss appeared, the Mine Wolf King, at level 15. And Moyu noted that while the king was stronger than a single skeleton, their numbers were greater than his. So he ordered his troops to attack and initiated his basic skills until the wolf tried to flee. He commanded them